The Samuel J. Foundation was started in memory of my son Sam, and our mission is to bring hope and healing to children with cancer and with brain tumors specifically. We started the foundation in 2004, about a year after my son Sam passed away. We really were inspired by the way Sam lived his life. He was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, which is a malignant brain tumor, when he was 8 months old. And he had surgery, about 2.5 years of chemotherapy. He had radiation treatment. He passed away when he was almost 4. But Sam really was happy. He really showed us that he wasn't enduring difficult circumstances. He was living his life and accepting who he was and where he was and just making the most of it. And every day that he was with us, we felt like it was another reason to have hope. So we want to share that with other kids and other families who are going through similar things.
All right, you ready, Peanut?
Nice and tall, ready?
All right, big boy. All right, baby. Come on, you can have a seat on the table now. All right, baby, let's do your blood pressure. Is that funny? 35.7, good temp, baby.
Connor was diagnosed with DIPG, which is called diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, which is a brainstem tumor. It is inoperable, so options are kind of limited. The main thing they do is radiation, so we went through 6 weeks of radiation, and we took oral chemo along with that. The foundation's important for us because we're able to spend quality time together. We're able to get the treatment where we want it for Connor and not have that burden of worrying about, can we afford to get there and can we afford to do it?
The Samuel J. Foundation money is invaluable to us. It really, really allows us to meet a major part of our mission, which is not only to help families and children with brain tumors and with cancer in general, but also to learn more about new treatments and to provide access, give access to these families to some of the new treatments that have found promise in the laboratory. But the government very tightly regulates those studies, so it means parents have to bring their children in for extra tests and visits. And so the Samuel J. Foundation money we use to offset the travel expenses that are part of being on a study like that. So we just take it out of their hands and we let them know that we will take care of that concern for them while they're in that stage of their journey.
Well, the first 6 weeks, Connor and I stayed here by ourselves, and the city was new to us, and so we used some of the funding through the foundation to get a GPS. And so we spent lots of time checking out the city. We visited lots of places in the city, whether it was the Incline one day or the aviary or visiting a museum. We would try and fit some time to create memories together. One of our trips that we went to was to the aviary, and that's when we could tell that he was getting better. He was feeling better. He was more into stuff, and he kept using my camera to take pictures of the birds. So we ended up getting him his own camera. So then he took pictures of all of our adventures, and so we have all that at home as good memories.
What we really want to do through our programs is to make a difference in the day-to-day lives of the kids that are in treatment for cancer and for their families, because sometimes it's a very lonely experience, and getting through each day, getting through the little day-to-day things can be challenging. So if we can provide a little bit of that hope every day in a small way, either through easing burdens on a family to be able to stay with their kids while they're in treatment, or through the snack cart, then that's what we want to do. We want to make a difference. Even if it's in a small way, those kind of add up.
So the snack cart is a tremendous blessing for the families, for the children, and I will admit, even sometimes for people like me who have to sometimes come in the middle of the night and I see that snack cart and it's like, oh, that's Sam's, that's my buddy's. You know, for families and for children, they're out of their league, they're out of their normal place when they're in the hospital, and so the more we can make it normal, the more we can make the child feel like he has some control over some things. So, you know, if suddenly he's hungry, that little boy is hungry in the middle of the night and he wants to run out to the snack cart and get his choice of a selection of all kinds of goodies.
Kool-Aid usually has to be made in a big picture, and I'm not allowed to drink it out of a big picture. I have to drink it in individual packages, and it comes in these little packages, and I really like it. I like the cherry, my favorite color. They're right here.
For the inpatient kids, they look forward to every night when the Samuel J. Cart gets pushed around, snack cart gets pushed around the hallways. Every night they know that it's coming and they look forward to it, something that they can pick from. They try to guess what's going to be on the cart that night and hope that their favorite ravioli or whatever their favorite thing is on the cart that night. So they really look forward to that cart coming around. It gives them something at the end of the day to look forward to be able to pick something out. And parents look forward to it, as well, that it gets their child excited. It brings a smile on their face, something that they might not have had on their face all day long while they're getting their chemo or their radiation. And that's something that the cart and the Samuel J. Foundation really can provide.
I think for the future of the Samuel J. Foundation, what we'd like to see is expanding people's awareness of childhood cancers and particularly of pediatric brain tumors. I think if we can get the community to have a better understanding of what it's like to have a child in this situation and for families to deal with it, we could really rally a lot more support so that we could expand our programs, do more for the families and the kids that are coming for treatment at Children's Hospital, and make more of a difference in their lives, because we know how important it is to feel like you have support and feel like you're not alone and feel like people understand what you're going through. So I think that's what we